Sup people, Fernus here, and welcome to not another reaction of Metallica's videos for the album. You know how I said that we were gonna react to the videos that we had left of the album? Well yeah, that basically didn't happen. Like, after the Sleepwalk My Life Away video, I basically went and listened to the whole album. Like, I couldn't resist. I guess that's just the way that I like listening to music, you know? So instead of talking about songs specifically, we're gonna talk about the whole album. So first off, if you were paying attention, you might have seen that I did a couple of polls to see how you guys actually like the album. So this was the question basically in my audience at the very least. None of you thought that this album was either bad or horrible. The worst it got it was meh. Some of you thought it was straight up perfect. And the majority of you thought that it was a good album. I think my overall thoughts actually lie with you. I think the album is very good. It's very enjoyable. I don't think it's meh. Like, I feel like the good songs do propulse it to the point where I can say, okay, yeah, this is a good album. And the songs that aren't that like special, let's say, I feel like they're also good enough in my opinion. Although I disagree with the ones of you that said that it's perfect. I don't think it's a perfect album. So yeah, I feel like there are 4 songs that are like really standout songs for me. Those 4 songs being 72 Seasons, Shadows Follow, Chasing Light, and Too Far Gone. Those are my favorite 4 songs of the album that I feel like they're a step above the rest of the other ones. Honorable mention for You Must Burn, and to a lesser extent I think, but still honorable mention to Room of Mirrors. At the end of it, I feel like I'm really glad that the only song that I didn't like particularly like that much was only Lux Eterna. I feel like that's the only song where I feel like I went meh. Like, you know, not a bad song, but really far from an exciting song as well. I don't remember how my first reaction was to the song, which I do have a video on it, but I feel like my opinion has gone a little bit worse. I feel like I didn't think it was this meh when I first heard it, but yeah, I feel like it's a very solid meh. 5 out of 10, you know? I also feel like there was only one song where I had like mixed feelings, in the sense that I felt like it had like, okay, these parts are like really damn good, and then it had other parts where I was like, okay, this is like not doing anything for me, and that's Inamorata, which I have no idea if that's how you pronounce that word, by the way, so sorry. Yeah, a little too slow for me, I think, although I love the chorus, like the riff on the chorus, I really liked it, and then also the part where it has like all of these guitar harmonies going on at the same time, and also vocal harmonies in one part. I felt like that was beautiful. I would listen to that song just for those parts, you know? And then kind of also same for Crown of Barbed Wire. Like, it didn't do that much for me, although I did enjoy it more than Lux Eterna. So yeah, those are kind of my opinions on like the songs on a very broad sense. But I also did ask you guys this because this is something that, as I said, it happens a lot to me. The more I listen to some music, the more I can develop my opinion on it. And likewise for some of you as well as me, the album has grown on me, as it has happened to some of you. Not to all of you, but yeah, decent majority, right? And also a very important thing I feel like is the comparison between this album and Hardwired to Self-Destruct. I don't know if I said it in a video yet, but I do feel like 72 Seasons, in a way, it feels like Hardwire Part 2. And so with that in mind, for me at the very least, I did ask you guys if you like this album better or Hardwire better. Majority of you said that you like 72 Seasons better, and I do feel like I agree. I wasn't a particularly big fan of Hardwire. Like, I don't hate it. Like, I like the album, but just not that much, I guess. I did want to draw some comparisons because, for example, and I'm not good with lyrics, so take this opinion specifically with a grain of salt. In general, I liked the lyrics James wrote on Hardwire a lot more than on 72 Seasons. But outside of that, in like the sense of the songs themselves, I feel like I enjoy the 72 Seasons songs more. Because like, and this might start getting into the territory where it's like not a very popular opinion, but for example, on Hardwire, the only song that like really strikes me as like a cut above the rest is Spit Out the Bone. Whereas, as I said in the beginning, from 72 Seasons, I feel like there's 4 songs that I can call like, you know, top level. And like, it's not like the other songs from Hardwire are bad again, like they're good songs. Hail on Fire, which if you thought that song was also like on top level, then I think that's a very respectable opinion. And even other songs like Moth into Flame, maybe Atlas as well, Dream No More. Yeah, like it's a good album as is 72 Seasons. But yeah, I just feel like my first reaction was more positive from 72 Seasons than from Hardwire. And on the long run, personally, I don't really listen to Hardwire songs that much anymore. So in that sense, I do feel like I agree with you guys that I think 72 Seasons is overall a better album. On the more specifics, on the Hammett part, personally feel like the solos are I don't want to say objectively, but like, I think you'd be hard pressed to justify that Hardwire solos are better than 72 Seasons, you know? And it's not like this was a brilliant album for Hammett, in my opinion. Like, you know, I feel like Dead Magnetic Solos, for example, kicked the ass of the solos of both of these albums, but I do feel like it's an upgrade, for example. Also for the interlude type of riff, you know, in the sense of the riffs that come after the second chorus, in the bridge sections, interludes, all that stuff. I feel like it's more debatable there because I'm not the biggest fan of what they decided to do on those interlude riffs in 72 Seasons. Like, not enough to the point where I would say like I don't like these songs anymore, but yes to the point where I think they could have been better. And again, that's in a very subjective sense, right? This in the end is just my opinion. So yeah, and I want to keep this rather short, so let me know what you think of that. Let me know what are your top outstanding songs of the album. Do you like Hardwire better than 72 Seasons or vice versa? And with that, I'm not sure I'm gonna do tab videos, although I do feel like I may want to do a few tab videos for some songs, but outside of that I really do want to get to the guitar review video. So yeah, that's kind of it. Let me know what you think of that, and I'll see you all in the next one. Hope you have a great day.